Hello, I'm Gemma Atkinson.
And I'm Gorka Marquez.
And this is Lost in Translation, our judgment-free zone podcast, which you guys seem to be loving, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's almost Christmas.
Oh, not now.
Not long to go till Father Christmas. I'm so excited for Christmas. I love Christmas.
You've been excited since November.
Rightly so.
You get excited from October to mid-November because it's your birthday coming.
Yeah.
And then from the day after your birthday, you get excited because Christmas is coming.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, Christmas.
It is.
Although sometimes I feel like I live with Ebenezer Scrooge during the Christmas period. But
Why?
more on that soon. If you want to get in touch with us.
I don't understand that, what that means.
Well, you don't know Ebenezer Scrooge? A Christmas Carol? Oh, you see, well, that's our Christmas movie sorted. We're going to watch A Christmas Carol, Gorka, and you will genuinely think, I am Ebenezer.
I'm more like the Grinch.
Yeah, but I understand the Grinch in a way. I understand why he wants to be at home with his dog. I do get that aspect. But Ebenezer Scrooge, I think the Christmas Carol might make you cry. If the Notebook you like, which you do, the Christmas Carol will make you cry.
Okay.
Little tiny Tim. Oh,
It's
when
like
he
the
cuts
holidays.
that pea in half. Oh. Anyway, no, we've been up. It's Christmas. Hey, come on, Father Christmas.
Feliz Navidad.
You can get in touch with us at lostintranslation@bauermedia.co.uk or follow us lost.in.podcast. So without further ado, this is Lost in Translation.
Vamos!
Coming up.
Próximamente. Paris.
Paris, yeah.
Not Paris. Paris.
Paris.
Paris.
Friggin' hell.
Panto is an excuse for adults take the kids, get pissed.
The whole aspect of a strange man with a big beard coming in your house at night can be a bit frightening for a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Rowan Atkinson is Mr. Bean. People sometimes think he's my dad.
And you go like that, and you sound like,
What is happening, Gemma? I don't understand this.
you will thank me later.
So it is the 17th of December. So it got me thinking, Christmas, everything's fun and happy and jolly. Has Christmas like that always been for you? What was Christmas like for you growing up?
Oof, like lots of family, playing games. It's one thing that I miss, because it's 17, it's not Christmas really. But at this time in Spain, when you walk on the streets, you have obviously the Christmas lights and everything. But we used to have in my city, in every corner of the city, it's like a little, how you call it, the front of the train, where the train man used to burn the wood.
Like where the coal goes, the fat controller, where he sits.
It's lots of those ones around the city.
Yeah.
And they are making chestnuts. Roasting them.
Yeah. So basically, they have a cart of chestnuts, but it's designed to look like the front of a train.
Yes.
The chestnut
She's
cart.
translating for me.
Yeah. Well, no, because when we went to Bilbao, the first time I went to Bilbao, Gorka said to me there was a road with the Christmas lights on, and he said you won't see anything like it. You're like, it looks like something out of New York. It's incredible. It's amazing. And when we went to Bilbao for the first time, you took me outside the big supermarket, and it looked incredible. And they were all there. Like little chestnuts.
Yeah. And you can buy them castañas, and then you can buy they put them on a little a paper cone, and then give it to you, and you just walk on the street with your winter coat, and you having them, and it's just, for me that's Christmas. The smell of them you walk on the street, you can smell them in the corner. It's just the smell of that is Christmas.
Did your mum and dad always host?
Yes, or go to my grandma's, but most of the time, yes, at my house.
And did you and your brother always get on at Christmas, or did you used to squabble?
Yes, we didn't fight for the toys because we have our different gifts and everything. Maybe it was more at the time that we were playing PlayStation or the Nintendo. But I have memories of do you guys remember the Nintendos?
Yeah, of course.
The silver ones, yeah?
Yeah.
And then you used to put the little
The cartridge,
cassette on top. I remember before and after the Christmas dinner, we playing Mario Bros. Or Sonic. You know Sonic with the racing thing? And we used to have this game. I used to love it. It was one of the ducks, and the ducks goes like this. And we used to have the little...
To shoot them.
Yeah, but we have the real guns that you could shoot to the tele.
Yeah, it was a G-Con 37 gun. I had one for point blank.
So we used to play that, and I remember that. I used to love it.
I used to love my PS. My PlayStation, I was so good at point blank. I used to have a G-Con 37 gun, automatic reload. You didn't even need a pedal. I held the record.
I love how you know the names of everything.
Yeah, I was a total gamer back in the day. You know, I was in a computer game.
Really?
Command and Conquer Red Alert 3. I was Lieutenant Eva McKenna. Flew me out to LA. We shot it. I was in that computer games. So I'm the commander's assistant. So when you log in, I speak to you, the commander, and give you commands of what to do.
Sounds like an hour home. How about yours?
Well, we used to... Christmas for me was always a house full, and it was obviously back in the 80s and 90s when I was a kid.
I forgot that you like from the 80s.
Yeah, I was born in 84, so 84 to 94, it was the best years. So every Christmas, the whole house used to be full of my family. All the emergency chairs were out, and it was back in the day when the decorations were really naff, but so cosy. It was like paper tinsels, and my mum used to pin in the middle of the living room ceiling, and then like a paper chain going out to each corner. So we'd have them. My Nana Joyce, Grandad Norman, they were all round. They used to sit with the fags, smoking all the time. It didn't bother anyone there that they were smoking all the time. All over at Buffy. There'd be a finger Buffy out and they'd be hovering over it with the fags.
It would be your worst nightmare.
Yeah, now you're like, oh my God, what were you thinking? But at the time, no one bothered.
Yeah.
There'd be toys everywhere. We always used to play Flap the Fish game.
Yeah.
So you'd always you have to flap a piece of paper or something, and a fish would move along the floor. But the whole family got involved. And we used to play the tray game, which we've played with you. You've played it at
the one with the gloves. Yeah, I love that.
So we play a game where you have to wear oven gloves, but there's about how many layers? You basically wear oven gloves, and there's a parcel with about 12 layers of wrapping paper, and you pass the parcel round, and when the music stops, whoever it's on has to put the oven gloves on, take a layer off. And we do that. And the tray game is you put like 15 objects on a tray. Everyone sits round in a circle with a pen and a piece of paper, put the tray on the floor and reveal the objects, and you get to look at them for about 10 seconds, and then the pot towel goes on, and you have to remember what was on the tray. And so it was little family games. We used to do games that the kids could get involved with, my cousins. And I've got loads of like home videos. And every Christmas day, I always ended up in my knickers and vest. Because it was red hot. It's always boiling. My mum used to have the heating cranked up. It's freezing outside. Get that heating on. We'd all be sweating. Bloody cigarette smoke everywhere. But it was brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I always want a busy house at Christmas. I know it drives you mad.
No, it's like family time.
Yeah, I don't care if the house is on its arse for that time, if there's food everywhere, if things get broke. I always think Christmas is about your loved ones and your family.
I remember we have in Spain, I don't know you have here, we call polvorones.
Polvorones?
Polvorones. It's like these little Christmas cakes. They come in individual packets, yeah? And before you open, you have to smack them like that very strong so that they get like tight.
Yeah.
Because if not, it breaks, it crumbles. It's like a soft... like a soft shortbread, yeah?
Yeah.
And if you don't do that, it breaks and goes everywhere. So I have memories of like starting watching the classic Spanish Christmas TV show where everybody goes singing, they do like sketches or like pranks and things like that, watching that, and then dancing music. We have this instrument called zambomba, and it's like very Christmassy. And it's made of like rabbit skin, yeah? And on like a little round thing, and has like a stick. Yeah, and then you wet your hand and you go like that, and it sounds like. It is true. It's a zambomba, and it's an instrument for Christmas. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sounds interesting.
Yeah,
it does sound interesting. Do you think is there a difference in the way you are with Mia and Tiago at Christmas to how your parents were with you? Do you think, or do you think you've passed the traditions on? Because you like to, which reminds me of my dad, which I love. You film every Christmas morning of them, so their reveal of Father Christmas's toys, you always film it. So you say, "Wait for me," and Father Christmas leaves footprints behind our front doors, doesn't he? Although I think it was last year, the year before, Father Christmas almost forgot. We were in bed, and I went, "The footprints run down," but he made it. He got his footprints in, and. You like to put a camera in the living room to see their reaction. So then we've got like a compilation of them walking in and going, and seeing the Christmas tree. And Mia turns around and runs to us. He's been.
Because I think when they grew up and looking back, it's just memories, you know?
It's amazing. I used to run upstairs to my mum and dad's. Father Christmas has been. It's such an exciting time. Tiago's still at that phase where you mentioned Father Christmas. He says ho, 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 but then he goes, no like, don't like. And I think the whole aspect of a strange man with a big beard coming in your house at night can be a bit frightening for a 2-year-old.
Yeah, I think this year he will like it.
Yeah, and Benji's first Christmas.
I know. Good luck with the papers, because if it's like Norman.
He's going to eat all kinds.
Norman used to eat everything, remember?
I know, bless him.
Oh, what is your favorite thing to like? Which TV shows you used to watch as a kid, or you even now that you like to still watching? Like, for example, me now, I love to watch Home Alone, but it's because it brings me like the nostalgia of when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I remember having the cassette of the video VHS of Home Alone. So I used to watch it always with my parents at Christmas or at the weekends. So kind of like do that, brings you that nostalgia. You know, like when it's like it makes you feel like back in like when you still been a kid.
I'm like that with Gremlins.
Really?
There was a film called Gremlins, and Gremlins 2, I think, the last batch or the something batch. And they get loose in a building in New York. And things like that, I used to love it. And there's a little clip of Rambo. So Mogwai, the little Mogwai, he's watching Rambo, and he needs to be brave, and he's dead scared, this little Mogwai. And he sees Sylvester Stallone saying, "You survive a war, you got to become war." So then he puts a little headband on and goes, "Mogwai!" And then he goes to war because he's seen Stallone. So stuff like that I love, but we never used to watch them. It would have been the Queen's speech back in the day. We were never big on that. I don't think our family have royals at all. I mean, obviously, we have to pay the taxes for the royals. But yeah, we never used to sit around a table and watch the Queen's speech. It was things like Only Fools and Horses. We used to watch a programme called Keeping Up Appearances, and Mr. Bean always used to do a Christmas special.
Is it what who sings and everything?
Rowan Atkinson is Mr. Bean. People sometimes think he's my dad.
Yeah.
But he's not. So yeah, he used to do a Christmas ep. So it was stuff like that for us. But it is nearly Christmas. And the reason this is called Lost in Translation is because obviously Gorka's Spanish. I'm from Manchester in England, for those that don't know. And we are a lot of the time lost in translation. We have debates, we have games, we have dilemmas. So do you want to have a debate? Oh, sorry. Am I keeping you awake?
Yes.
He did say to me this morning he was very tired.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, he said, Benji, this morning I heard, Benji, get down.
Oh, yeah, I know why, because the dog jumped in the bed again, you know?
Doesn't
in
wake
fact,
me
this
up.
morning I said to her, I think if the dog keeps sleeping on the bed, I'm going to move to the back room.
I was like, oh, okay. I'll make that back bed up for you. What's your debate for me this week? In fact, do you want me to tell you mine first?
Yes.
My debate is that you don't get into the Christmas spirit until the 25th of December. So coming up, we've done Disney on Ice. We've got the pantomime booked in Manchester, and I've booked us for the first week in January, Hot Wheels at the Manchester Arena. And every time I've told him I've booked these things, he's gone, ugh. Now, you have been to the pantomime twice, and I've come away saying how funny it was, how brilliant it was. Everyone's up for Christmas. You're like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. And I don't understand why you don't get into the Christmas spirit.
I get into the Christmas spirit, but I'm not really a Christmas person. I'm just at Christmas now because you and the kids. And I don't mind. I think because I don't have Panto in Spain, so I don't go into it.
It's not in Spain at all, Panto?
No. It's just you guys. Again, another excuse. Panto is an excuse for adults, take the kids, get pissed.
No, we didn't. I didn't drink when we went.
Not
Panto.
you, but other people has a beer and everything. It's again, all my respect, it's another excuse for British people have an excuse to go out and drink and go to a theatre.
We went to see, it was
That's
Jack and
what
the
I think.
Beanstalk, and the Panto Dame came out. And obviously the dames, it's always a guy dressed as a woman
Yeah.
for Panto with rosy cheeks. And you were like, what is happening, Gemma? I don't understand this.
Like, I'm into Christmas, but for example, when she goes, we're going to go to watch Hot Wheels, I'm like, great. I'm going to go to watch, I'm like, great. I'd rather stay at home and watch movies.
Yeah, but it's for the kids, I do it. Do you think
Yeah.
I want to sit and watch Hot Wheels? It's
You
for-
enjoy it.
Yeah, I like that. But things like Disney on Ice, I wouldn't go and sit.
And also, people who goes to watch that is similar people will come and watch me on the shows.
Yeah, to be fair, you do get hassled a lot at those.
So no, it's and I love it and it's cute and everything, but also you go there and you cannot really relax because you know people might be looking at you.
He's standing up for pictures every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's always awkward because it's in the middle of an aisle.
I remember that time that we were when I walk in, people were stopping me. I was like, why they are stopping, Papa?
Yeah, Mia got a bit annoyed. But you have to do it for the kids. Just whack a cap on. You have to do it for the kids. Mia's going to look back. You don't want her to look back and go, oh, every Christmas we went Panto, it was brilliant, but my dad never came. Even if you do sit through it asleep.
I'll go always, and I laugh.
Yeah.
I look like In the Gap. I love that one.
In the Gap.
Yeah. When I'm gonna sing this song, and when I stop, you say this In the Gap. Okay? Yes, I got it. So he sings. The guy goes, he's like In the Gap.
People will have been. It's Jason Manford's Panto. We go to it every year.
He's brilliant.
It is good.
And the other little guy is amazing too.
He has said actually, because I know Jason. He said, didn't he, when it's finished, that Mia can go backstage and see them all. So we're very lucky to be able to do things like that. You know, Mia will remember these. I once queued outside the arena to meet Shane Ritchie after Greece.
I just want to know which percentage of it is true of like you book Hot Wheels for the kids or for you?
Hot Wheels a bit of both. Disney was definitely for the kids. I'm not really big on Disney, am I?
I know. I want to go to Disneyland Paris.
Disney what?
Disneyland Paris.
Oh, Disneyland Paris, yeah.
Paris,
yeah.
not Paris. Paris.
Paris.
Paris. No, you say Paris. No, it's
I'm saying the same thing as you. What are you on about?
You say Paris. It's Paris.
Paris.
There you go.
Paris.
No, Paris.
Friggin' hell. Disney. How would you say Florida?
Florida. No, Florida in español or Florida.
Oh, shall we move on? You're going to get into a debate about how I say Paris.
Paris.
Gay Paris. Is that what you say? Gay
Le
Paris?
Paris. Yeah.
Una Paris.
Croissant?
Oh, I could smash a croissant.
Oh, nice with some jam and butter. Oof.
No, not jam and butter. Just on its own.
No.
Dry.
A croissant, cut in the middle, butter on the pan, let it toast, and then put a strawberry jam, flip it in.
You might as well have a Victoria sponge. Buy a Vicky sponge from across the road.
Victoria sponge, no, dry.
How can it be dry? It's got jam and cream in it.
If you like croissants and you think just a croissant, just like, oh no, the pastry is dry, think of this, yeah? This recipe for you. Get a nice croissant from a nice bakery, yeah? Mm-hmm. Even like Super Tesco ones, they are nice. You cut it in half, yeah? Like if it's a piece of bread. In a pan, chuck some butter, let it melt, put the croissant on top, press a little bit so then it gets squashed, let it toast. Once it's toast, take it out, get a strawberry jam, raspberry jam, whatever jam you like, put it in the middle, spread the jam, fold it up, and eat it like a scone. You will thank me later.
Yeah, or buy a Victoria sponge.
It's not the same. You will thank me later.
Let's solve a dilemma from Julie this week.
Julie.
Thank you for getting in touch, Julie. She said, help, I need your help with what I'm calling thermostat wars. This is the biggest battle in our house. I like it hot, tropical and cosy. Warm enough that I can feel my toes and not have to wear 5 layers to watch telly. My boyfriend likes it freezing, Arctic. So here's what happens. I turn the thermostat up, he walks past and immediately turns it down. I sneak it back up, he waits until I'm out the room and drops it again. We're basically living in a silent game of central heating ping pong. And it's not just us, my friends all swear they're having the same battle. I just want to be warm without starting World War III. Is this a normal couple behaviour? Is there a right temperature or should we move into separate climate zones?
Sounds familiar, that too. I don't know why tend to be like females wants to have higher temperature. I don't know if it have to be something with hormones, bodies.
No, we need it cooler.
I was going to say because your body temperatures are already higher, but I don't know why you want to be warmer.
I don't like to be freezing cold, but again, I don't like to be boiling hot. Obviously, this is just in the house. I love a cold plunge, but first thing we do every morning in our house,
open everything.
Open all the windows. And if the kids are poorly at night, they'll sleep with the window cranked open. You've got to let that fresh air in.
Yeah.
But I do also like a cosy fire.
I love a cozy fire, but I don't like a hot house.
No.
Like for example, the other day our house, when you weren't here, it was the day you were coming back. A few weeks ago when you were in London, the house, it was sunny and the house was like, the heat was on as normal, but because it was quite sunny, the sun was coming through, so the house was quite hot. So I was having the windows open and I left the window open of the bedroom because the bedroom was like 25 degrees.
It gets
and
really
I'm like,
hot in our bedroom.
I can't sleep with that. So I opened the window until it went back to 20 and then I went to bed and it was fine. Because it should be, you shouldn't have your house. If you live in an apartment or a house, You shouldn't have more than like 22 degrees in
No,
a
it shouldn't
room.
be too hot. What you could do,
Also for children, sorry to interrupt you, for children like kids and like toddlers, their room temperature should be between 18 and 21 max because they already had a higher temperature than us.
they don't regulate like we do. But what Julie could do is, so say Julie has it at like 24 degrees, 23 degrees, and a fella has it at like 10 degrees. You could meet in the middle and say, right, let's put the thermostat at 17 degrees. Julie wear a few extra layers. He takes a few layers off.
Oof.
Meet in the middle.
17 is cold, eh?
What do you suggest?
I will suggest just have it at 20, 21 degrees for both of you.
And then dress accordingly.
Yeah, no one will be cold. And no, if you are cold, have a long sleeve. If he's hot, he will be in a vest or a t-shirt and it will be fine.
It was cold in our room the other night when I had to go up and put my dressing gown on.
Yeah, that was at 21.
It was really cold.
But also, you know why you were cold?
Because I'd come from London.
No.
Why?
Because I think the whole mattress was on. You know how the mattress turns they're all cold and hot?
This is something we fall out about a lot.
I think it didn't just be my side, it was the full mattress.
So why are you only telling me this now when you let me say in the night twice I was cold?
I was cold too.
I wasn't cold, I was freezing. I felt like I was laying on a slab of ice. Gorka bought himself a mattress that's supposed to regulate body temperature.
It's like called 8 Sleep.
8 Sleep. And
Very nice.
it either goes hot or it goes cold depending on the temperature of the room and you. I've deactivated it on my side because I didn't like it.
It helps you to sleep actually because it helps you like regulate your body temperature to bring it down. Because when you go to bed, you should go to sleep on a cooler bed because your body temperature drops. So that's why you go to sleep. When the room is very hot and your body gets hot, is that when you wake up in the night.
Yeah, so there is science behind it.
Yes, and it helps you.
And it does, but I didn't like it because once it was on hot and I woke up, I was like, no, it was too hot for me. So you let me say twice in the night I was cold. You watched me get up in the middle of the night and put my dressing gown on and sleep in my dressing gown with a crick neck because of the hood on it. And it was your mattress.
Yeah, I think it was that, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Not sure, but I think it must be that.
It's a bit snide, isn't it?
Sorry.
Oh.
You know why I did it? I thought you might get close to me.
Really? Is that what it takes? You have to try and trick me?
To hit you up.
But thank you for your dilemma, Julie. But yeah, my advice would be put the heat in the middle and then both dress accordingly. You don't want it too hot. That's when all the germs will spread.
I would say between 20 and 22.
There you go.
But
That's from a Spaniard.
And you know what I do, for example? Like, this is something that happens to us when we go on holiday, and you know about that. When we go on holidays and it's hot, and she likes to have the room like not hot, but like I said, like maybe like normal. She's not feeling cold.
Yeah.
And I'm the opposite. So, and I hate to be very hot. I already come from the beach or the pool and it's hot.
You want the aircon blasting.
I want the room cold, but she doesn't like the cold air condition, which is also not good.
Because it dries my skin.
So what we do is, I try always to leave the last one. So she leaves. When I leave, I turn the air conditioner on and I put it like at 18 degrees. So it gets cold. So when we come in, the room is nice and fresh. So we turn off the air conditioner. So we both are happy because the temperature will last through the night and she can be okay and I can sleep okay.
Wouldn't you love now to go in that air conditioned room in Tenerife?
Oh.
To walk in, put the key on the table.
And there's nothing best feeling for me. It's like after you've been all day in the sun, hot and sticky,
shower with the sand.
shower, get clean, and then in a cold bed. Oh,
We genuinely love our holidays.
we generally need a holiday.
We do. I don't know when we're going to go this year.
Me neither.
Next year. Because you're touring again, aren't you? You're
I
back on
know.
road. On the road again. Gorka's back on tour road. And of course he's touring when the kids are off school. And of course he's off when the kids are in school.
I know.
So we're going to have to take the kids out of school and say, fine us, we need to have a holiday. I'm not
Just
going
go on your own.
With the kids? Are you insane?
I would.
When Tiago's a bit older, I will, but not at this point.
No, I live Tiago with you. I go with just me and Mia.
Maybe you have to take her out of school, that's what I'm saying, because of the dates.
No, I go with Mia when she's off holidays.
Okay. None taken. Should we play a game?
Okay.
So today's game is called Nursery Rhymes, and we don't know about the games until we literally have them in our hand. It's all done by our producers. And today our producer, Henry, is written in line with your childhood. We're going to play some nursery rhymes backwards for you. And you have to try and guess what we hear. Oh, gosh. Henry has 3 nursery rhymes to play on his phone, and he also has the answers. And we have to work together on this one. Oh, work as a team, Gorks. Come on, 18.
We got this.
And play along at home in your car if you're watching. So nursery rhymes played backwards. Let's have the first one. Henry. Is it row, row, row your boat?
No, something in
He went,
it.
merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Okay, I go with you.
Should we find out?
Yeah.
Row, row,
Get in.
your boat gently down
Get
the
in.
stream.
You're the best.
Merrily, 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 life is
Can I request Spanish one, please, at least?
Congrats to you if you got that in your car as well. If you got that
I know.
listening.
Well done, guys. I did very well.
Let's do the nursery rhyme number 2. Can we play that again, Henry? Sorry. Another tune, I think, but not the name of the song.
What is it, June?
Is it not Drunken Sailor? No, that's not a nursery rhyme, is it? Or is it?
Drunken Sailor.
Well, there'll be people listening who've got this now screaming at
I know, but I don't know.
Have you got any idea?
Gemma, I don't listen. I don't. When I go to the kids, I don't know how to sing any of the songs because I don't know them in
Great.
English.
So it's a good job that my life's not on the line for this answer.
Yes, it's when we went to do you remember when we did a show with the music?
Early in the morning. Is it that one, Henry? Let's find out.
Wheels on the bus go round and round.
Wheels on the friggin' bus.
Round and round.
Mia used to do this, didn't she?
Bus go round and round.
All day long.
Ah. Do you know what annoys me about that song? Do you know how the babies on the bus go, wah, wah, wah? On the Coca-Cola version, the daddies on the bus say, I love you, nice sweet daddies. The mums on the bus go, shh, shh, shh. It's like, why is it the mums who are shushing? Why can't the mums be saying, I love you, and the dads be shushing?
Because the mum said normally when they want to say shush.
It's like making us mums out to be the mean parents. Oh, so we've got 1 out of 2. Okay, let's have nursery rhyme number 3. Tres. I know that one. You know that one. Tiago was singing it the other morning. He was outside. They go next to the moon.
Twinkle, twinkle, superstar.
It's a little star. I think it's not a superstar. I think it's that. I'm 90% sure it's that. I'm not 100%. Do you want to box that in, the final answer?
Therefore, it's not superstar.
I'm going with Twinkle Twinkle. Let's find out.
Twinkle, twinkle.
Yay. 2 out of 3.
Superstar.
2 out of 3 isn't bad.
Oh gosh.
Well done if you got 3 out of 3.
I'm
Because
very
those were
bad
hard.
with the songs. Remember when we did our hits game that we have to? It was the.
Oh yeah, we did a TV show, and we
It
had
was
to
about the top charts songs.
chart show. Yeah.
From the 70s, 80s, 90s, and I was like, well, I wasn't even born there, so absolutely.
Yeah.
And British music, yeah.
But it was fun though. We had food with Ali Ash
Yeah.
the night before, didn't
I
we?
was there like, yeah, sure. I didn't know anything.
Oh, well, thank you for that. Thank you for that game, Henry, and
Yeah,
thank you for
sure.
all your comments. Lost.in.podcast on social media, and if you want to get in touch via email, it's lostintranslation@bowermedia.co.uk. Thank you for tuning in for this pre-Christmas air.
We should have done that game pre-Christmas with Christmas songs. Also.
Yeah, but you still wouldn't know them. What Christmas songs do you know?
Feliz Navidad.
There we go.
Prospero año.
Do you know any English Christmas songs?
Sorry?
Do you know any Christmas
Yeah.
English songs? Which ones?
I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas.
That's still Feliz Navidad.
In English?
Do you know Away in a Manger? Or Paruppa Pum Pum? Well, you'll soon hear a lot because Mia's got a nativity, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Christmas nativity.
Which
She's an angel.
Which I'm missing.
Oh, of course, you're going to miss it.
Yeah.
Blooming strictly.
Mm.
So you know you never get in the mood for Christmas, like you've just admitted yourself. Well, next week it's Christmas Eve.
Yay.
We're here on Christmas Eve, so your folks will be over. We're going to make the set really Christmassy. I'm saying we. I'm not going to. I'm going to ask the producers to make the set really, really Christmassy. You're going to wear a Christmas jumper.
No, I'm not.
I've got one on today. I've peeked early. Can you read what it says, Gorka? What does that say? Don't look at me boobs. Just read the writing. What does it say?
Christmas trees. Oh no, Christmas
Time, puppy dogs and wine. That's what we want all Christmas.
Nice.
Next week, Christmas jumper. Are you in?
No.
You will. You will see him on a Christmas jumper next week.
Feliz Navidad.
Have a lovely
I wanna
Christmas.
wish you a Merry Christmas.
We'll see you on the next one of Lost in Translation.
Adios.